Hey, good morning.
Always excited for our conversations, and we're going to talk about something today I've never heard of.
I know. Well, that's okay. I'd never heard of some of those non-alcoholic spirits.
Pretty
That
cool.
was a lot more interesting than what we're going to talk about.
Demographic cliff. Have you heard this before?
No.
Well, it's been around for a while.
Okay.
All right. So around 2015 or so is kind of when it came to light. It's actually a prediction. Okay. So the prediction is for the demographic cliff. The prediction is that sometime around 2025, so a few years from now, and lasting for maybe about 4 years or so, there's going to be this drop-off in college enrollment. So a huge cliff coming, about 15% drop-off. So kind of put that in real terms, each year for that 4 or 5 year time period, about 100,000 fewer students each year entering college. And this will be coming from, obviously, the Gen Zers right now, which are like, if you know anybody who's aged 10 to 25, that's a Gen Zer, okay?
I have a Gen Zer.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my kids are all millennials, and then, but the impact or the effect of that is going to be less people coming into the workforce over the next few years without a college degree. So there's a lot of different causes for that, and but the effect's going to be, if you're looking for somebody with a college degree, it's going to be might be a challenge.
It's crazy. Nate, what's caused this?
Well, there's not really one single contributing factor to the demographic cliff. But one thing, the main factor is our birth rates. There's been a significant decline in birth rates for the past 15 years.
For sure.
16% nationally, 17% in the state of Michigan. Yeah. So, and the other contributing factor is the cost of college.
Right.
People are rethinking going to college. And there's also alternative options.
Right.
Like trade schools. And certification programs out there, online courses, and so, and some of those are free and low cost to the workforce.
Yeah. So. And we were just talking about if you go online, if you want to go be a software coder, you can go to a boot camp. It ain't like the Army's boot camp, I'm sure, but it's like a boot camp, is what they call it.
Right.
$15,000 a year, and you're certified, and you're making as much money as what you would have made coming out of college with that.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing the shift? When you're if you're a millennial or Gen X, it was college.
Like it wasn't even a discussion not to go to college.
Right.
For sure. For at least for my age group.
What's wrong? Yeah, exactly. So it's amazing the shift, and obviously, manufacturing's brought a lot of that to light with some of these jobs and training to pay for.
Yeah,
training.
for sure.
So. And if you watch, if you dig into any manufacturing company, there's a lot of robotics that goes on.
Yeah.
And so you automatically think, got to have a college degree for that. Well, maybe not so much anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much anymore. The impact that it's having on employers is, well, first of all, employers are going to be struggling to find people with a college degree if they need one. And if you look at some of the openings that we have right now in Michigan, there's 340,000 openings, job openings in Michigan, 200,000 people unemployed. Well, not all those 200,000 are going to fill those jobs. And so how are you going to fill those jobs as an employer? You have to go out and find people who are already working and entice them away, which means what? Higher salaries.
Right. We've actually, with some of our employees, we've just added out, so they're almost doing 2 jobs.
Oh yeah, there's that, right?
Yeah,
you're doing 1. Yeah. Now you're doing 3.
No, but you're right. I think it's important, the people, good people, keeping the good people. That's as important as it has ever been.
Certainly.
Because replacing those good people, to your point and to your numbers, that is just not easy.
Yeah,
not at all.
Yeah, poaching. There's poaching that.
We don't call it poaching, but yes.
Careful there.
Yeah, no, we don't.
In our industry, we call it, we're pulling them away from we're pulling them into a better job.
There you go. There you go.
Poaching.
Now, Nate, you're from Jackson.
I am.
But you handle the Grand Rapids region.
Yes. Yep. I moved to Grand Rapids about 20 years ago.
Wow.
After college.
Yeah.
And then got a call from Ben last year about this time, actually just over a year ago.
Yeah. I remember the interview.
Yeah. I wasn't as nervous as I am now, but it seemed to be a great fit for me. And I was in the insurance industry for 20 years and moved over to staffing in a year ago. So it's been a great transition.
Well, you guys seem like a very close-knit company yourself. Just saw some photos from the U.S. Staffing Christmas
Oh,
party.
did you?
Sure.
Yes.
That looked like a good time.
It was a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually go axe throwing right across the street here.
That's awesome.
And we do that every year. Ben introduced us to axe throwing.
Now,
And the first year he came out and he said, well, we can go bowling, we can go to a show, we can go axe throwing. I said, axe throwing is not a real thing. Well, it is a real thing. We had a blast doing it, so we've been doing it ever since.
Did Ben throw the axe with his Mr. Christmas coat on?
No. Well, I wasn't there this year.
Yeah.
I had a family Christmas party this year. I don't think he wore that.
Did he wear the jacket to the axe throwing?
Not to the axe throwing, but to
like the Joker
dinner.
outfits.
I
what
love
we call
that.
it.
Yeah, I love those Christmas jackets.
Oh yeah.
What's your Christmas jacket?
I'm saving it for next week. But I do have a Christmas.
Send pictures.
I will. Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Well, when we think about employers too, some of the things that employers can do, you guys, like to address this issue of this demographic cliff. Because listen, fewer people coming into the market without college degrees, it can be handled, okay? But some things they're going to have to consider is maybe recruiting differently, going after that market of people who maybe the older folks.
Sure.
I could be one of those, okay? But people who are older, maybe eliminate the college degree as a requirement.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of that, eliminating the college degree as a requirement for a specific job.
Yeah.
So,
reskilling is a big thing right now, or upskilling. So take your current employees. If a business owner has current employees that they'd like to keep, reskill them. So look out 3 to 5 years and see what skills are coming or what talents am I going to have. Maybe I need some more coders. Maybe I need software coders. Maybe need people who can develop phone apps, or maybe I need people who can run CNC machines. Then connect with some local colleges and universities. Right here in Jackson, we got 3 of them, right? We got Spring Arbor, we got Jackson College and Baker. Connect, employers can connect with them and set up specific programs for them.
And it's happening right now. Technique and JC are now.
Yes,
partnering.
good example. And I know Spring Arbor's done some of that as well. And then also the other idea was to, like what you mentioned, focus on less turnover, so retain people. Look at your benefit packages, look at salaries, look at remote work options for people. It's pretty big, especially in the Gen Z category.
Yeah.
Is remote work, is it here to stay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean it might change, as the economics change with employers and employees, and the rebalancing happens but yeah, I think some form of work, remote work is here to stay. Yeah.
Change is different, but sometimes it's necessary.
Always good. Yeah.
Us old people don't like change.
I know. I'm getting to that. I think I'm creeping into that era myself, where I don't like change. So.
Great to see you guys. Thanks for
Thank you
coming.
guys.
Yeah,
Great
for
to see
sure.
you too.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Jim Dolson and Nate Lyons from U.S. Staffing Agency. We'll wrap up the morning show after this.